Hello world, we're live. It's me, the Jcrow. We're in Adobe Animate today. I'm working on the new dance for the Rotten Zombie meme, which we've seen a test for on the channel before. Halo, hello. Hi, Halo. Welcome. I have so many potential stories to share today. It's crazy. I'm not even sure if there's enough for all the stories today. Skelly Nomu Kid, not first. Not today. And Random Slimer, hi. Hi, Random Slimer. Mr. Blaze Zombie. Okay, there are dramas. There's many dramas I can discuss today on stream. One is art fight drama. Two, ooh, squeaky in the background. Two is, oh, and the art fight drama, by the way, is regarding the happy dance. Okay. Two is vet drama. I had to duel with Pebble and Regeki at the vet today. So there's that drama. And three, there is the Jcrow almost. The Jcrow ended up in a cult indoctrination speech by accident again. Drama. So, three dramas. Don't know what y'all all want to go. Do we put up a poll? Do we want to hear about the art fight? Okay, are you ready to see this beautiful, beautiful sketch? That's so detailed. Very detailed sketch. So much detail. I bet you're all surprised and reeling right now at the detail in this. How are you finding Amori? Are you having fun with it? Skelly no move? So, okay, so it's pose A, in between, pose B. So she's gonna kind of move like this. And Skilly no move kid C. I've still not played Omori, I just don't own the game, but I have been very tempted. Mr. Blaze, stunning. So this is Mad Scientist Eden. And we're going to start by sketching her out. So if we are starting... Oh, let's see. Random Slimer. Wait, I thought I attacked you. I guess I attacked another animator then. What? I don't know. I've not checked recently. Should I go and hit refresh? Maybe. Hello, I don't recommend buying the creator of Amora, aka Omocat, is a short the 7 C's it is. Scalenomo kid, your friends can turn into toast if they run out of hearts. Oh, is it cause they're toast? Mr. Blaze, no spoilers for Amori, please. Haven't played it yet. Oh no, they mean like the battle mechanic. So you know like when you die in a fight and it's like, oh, I'm toast. Apparently your character visually you get a toast sprite as a like Easter egg or something. That's pretty cute. Do we make the glasses here overlap the hair? Or do we make the glasses go under her hair? Yeah. We should probably start by actually getting some decent anatomy going, as opposed to whatever the heck this is. I want to keep it as a simpler cartoon, as opposed to the reference sheet. The reference sheet, this isn't a reference model sheet. This is more me picking her outfit. But I want to keep her kind of cartoony. So suppose we're going to start by working out her anatomy. So, lots of people are excited for Art Fight, right? Lots of people are excited to have their characters animated, which is great. And I started with like, oh, hey, who wants to be this? And then lots of people wanted to be this. I ended up with a few haters in the comments and approaching the DMs. There are people that are angry at the happy dance, which is ironic, which is so ironic, especially like because people were essentially I don't know whether it was people or one person with an account that they were just having to go with. And you know, like when people make mass accounts, but yeah, they're basically being a hater and going on about reporting and stuff. Uh, yeah. Halo, why? Because they decided. Now, you guys have seen me animate a lot. You guys are going to understand the basic concept of, you know, when you do a sketch, and you do on top of the sketch. And when you animate here, so it's like I've got like the positioning here, and what I'm doing right now is I'm drafting some actual sketch. So in the art fight attack, there's a sketch animation at the bottom, right? So they're trying to say that I'm using it base. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Astro Blaze, you can't sketch when you animate, else it's a base. And even though it is something that I've drawn myself, it's not even like it's being dressed up or anything. It is like being it's a guide. It's literally a sketch. Anyway, people are mad about it. Rather than just saying, hey, I have like questions, or hey, maybe you could animate my character, people getting grouchy. So I'm thinking of a way to essentially continue it anyway, but just like not call it art fight. Halo just pirate Amori. Random Slimer. No, I haven't checked yet. Checked, I am shocked. But yeah, so essentially they're trying to claim that I'm using a base or cheating or something because of it, even though that's factually incorrect. Um, Astro Blaze, point me in the general direction. I will fight them. Halo, average TikTok stuff. Yeah, basically average TikTok art community. The concept is I can just continue, like, the whole thing here isn't meant to be about points or something. You can ask most people. I had a huge habit, and the post is still on Instagram, of just creating random OCs. And I've said before on the channel how I just search the OC tag and just look for something fun to draw. This hand is botched. They're saying that if I want to do it properly, I would need to sketch a new timing draft and reference draft of the dance every single time I make the dance. Which, I can do, but it's the question of why would I be doing that? Because that's a needless time and energy being spent. So my logic is if I just make a way to just continue it offline and say, you know what, for the rest of this month I'm doing Happy Dancers side of art fight, or I could do something like if I do animate your OC. Nisty, what's up? Happy Dance art fight drama. I'm getting like angry messages and DMs. But yeah. How are you, Nisty? Okay, what's her belly? Where's her belly bending here? Because she's meant to be leaning forward, so this is the perspective bit, this bit's the challenge. Kind of like a little bit like this. So if it's a case of, oh, hey, if you get like a sketchy drawing I've done of like just the, like really, like a sketch, really, really sketchy, basic. Like, oh, I'm gonna draw your OC. I'm drawing your OC now. It's just very basic and I'm not really putting much development in, but here's your OC. They're done. And it's like a very basic headshot sort of thing. And saying if you see a drawing on Artfight like this by me, it may or may not mean that there is a happy dance waiting for you. Because the reason for using Artfight with it is the concept of it's an easy way to make sure people know that their stuff's there, you know? So that's what we were doing. I'm not sure how to work this pose without actually drawing her clothes with it. So we might need to do her clothes too, because my brain's just not braining at the minute. Squeaky clean. Anyone else notice the amount of subs Jcrow has and how close it is to horror game stream? It is! And Nisty, oh noes, I've been feeling very iron deficient today. Maybe. Is there anything you can do about it? Like, are they just symptoms of anemia that you have to live with, or is there anything in particular that could help you? But it is squeaky. I am 2 subscribers off being at the horror stream. So if I get 2 more subscribers, we're at 150 and we'll be horror stream ready. Have you done any zombie stuff, Astra Blaze? By the way? So yeah, I'm being nice about the kind of messages I've got, by the way. Like, some of them are kind of quite hostile, basically. But yeah, imagine out of everything you could have chosen to blow up and try and get mean about, it was a happy dance. Imagine that being the hill you died on. What did you decide to make a controversy out of and try and like incite arguments and drama about? Someone made a happy dance and drew other people's OCs for free, animated doing the happy dance. Hated that. Hated that. Could not have that. Um, I did speak to a moderator about it as well because I was like, hey, this um and they were pretty polite about it. They definitely weren't disrespecting animators everywhere by calling animated sketches a base. Um, but apparently, due to a grey area, essentially, by the sounds of it, it does seem to be a case of the wording is something like it has to be 100% done each time, 100%. So if you use the same sketch in the background as a guide, then it means that there's a percentage that you're not doing 100% each time. And therefore you would have to animate that sketch and the reference in the background too. So outright rules are broken by technicality by the sounds of it, really. I'm not gonna animate the coat yet because I kind of just want to mostly know where her body is. And I was really struggling to visualize her body without clothes. And anatomically wise. So I think this is a bit better. We're gonna tweak that elbow. So essentially, due to the way it's worded, it could be taken that way, and therefore I can't continue the happy dance alongside it. But my plan is to essentially go, sorry though, everybody, I'm not gonna let this handful of bitter like TikTokers ruin it. We're still gonna do some happy dances this month, and like still spin the wheel and still do more, you know? Don't know what you guys think about that or how I could go about doing it. Because it's wild. It's like literally, what's something I can put my skills towards and do something nice for the art community? Because like commissions can get expensive, let alone animating. Animations are very expensive. Okay, so it's like, I can animate for Art Fight, and then people are getting something they otherwise might not have access to get because it does cost more. Like, if animation was cheap, I'd be out here animating my entire show by now, you know? I'd be getting people in and being like, right, you do that, done. Everyone would have a show, but unfortunately, it's not. But try and do something nice, get bullied. That's how the internet works. Halo TikTok art community when happiness. Exactly. Astro Blaze, if they don't want a happy dance, I will take theirs instead. I tried. I've been sick in the past couple of days, so I'm not feeling up to it right now. Oh, you not been on in work then, I'm guessing, either. Was it the flu your mum had by any chance? What's going on here? But yeah, I've at least spoken to a moderator who has also mentioned I'm not in any trouble. Um, but so the account's like not being taken down or anything, so don't worry about anything like that. Which is good because it's very convenient for organize the bookmark feature. The bookmark feature is very convenient. Like I've already got a big list of all these different OCs to work with. It just helps organize it a bit better than if I was to get it out on paper and start doing it all myself. Swirl goggles. So her hair here is in these bobble things. I was thinking of having them kind of sway backward and forward on her head because they are bunched. Asher Blaze, I've been at work, pretty sure I got it from one or multiple co-workers. I have the weekend off though. If I have the energy, I'll work on the zombie over the weekend. Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon though. Random Slimer, okay, now you have been attacked. What? Right now. Like you plan to, or right now, this moment? Should I go check? I could go check. Um, I'm gonna really simplistically draw Eden's kills here as some simple drills because it's kind of like planning the silhouette of it at the minute. Oh, she should have 3 of these. But yeah, Halo and Dude Bro and Nisty. Don't worry, you're still getting Happy Dance. You just might not necessarily get it through art fighting. I will be doing it still. I'm not stopping just because of some people are, miserable. Again, not the moderator. The moderator was very understanding, but miserable being the people on TikTok that are like, hmm, what's worth a death threat today? Type attitudes. Jesus. Maybe something like that. And random Slimer. How I didn't attack you sooner when I'm literally subbed confuses me and not it's like, oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it in a minute. I'm gonna block out this hair curl because it's giving me problems. What if we just like place it as a tube? I was gonna say, what if we like paste it as a tube as a placeholder pose? And now it kind of looks like she's got talismans attached to her head. Ah, okay. Should we take a look? Should we take a little look? Squeaky Clean, does the mod have an OC you could bribe them with? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to bribe them. Be like, hey, leave me to animate and I will animate your character doing the happy dance also. No, but the mod did follow me afterwards. But I could still go and animate the characters anyway. So the idea so far, she's coming together. I can leave it looping so you've got something to look at, but it doesn't play it quite right, so I'm not really sure you're looking at much there. Whoop. I know you mentioned Random Slimer you made jewelry. If that's the case, do you have a character I can attack back? Revenge back. Ooh, woo. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh, the colors. That's got to be Eden, like the celestial colors, right? And the stars. Yes, it is. That is so pretty. I like this jelly one that looks kind of glossy. Oh, that's really pretty. Thank you. Random Slime has made jewelry. It's like all celestial and like kind of Eden themed. Ah, it's so pretty. Tempted to show the room. Should we show the chat? I could bring it into the software so we could have a little sneaky peek. Random squeaky clean. Oh, sorry, I've read that one. Thank you. That's so pretty. And she's right here too. On theme with the stream and everything. You'll be using chat for Random Slimer? Thank you. Nisty, show chat. You can show chat if Random Slimer's okay with it. Astro Blaze, show the class. If they're okay with it, we can show the class. I have it copied. I'm ready to hit Control V any moment. Random Slimer, I'm glad you like it. I was slightly worried you wouldn't like it actually since the colours aren't completely accurate. It still like lines up with her though. Like her personality, like I knew. I knew. We can show boom. Eh? Where'd it copy? Oh, it's loading in slowly. The image might be big compared to the software. Well, I did hit Control V, it's just being slow now. Halo, I might buy Nomad Sculpt and attack people with 3D models. Here it is! Because the images of Eden are very celestial. Turn it sideways, bring it up a bit. I like that you've put the star and constellations behind it as well. Well, you know how Eden always has the star and moon motif? This gem here is really giving moon to me. This. And then we've got a star here. And then just like these pretty glittery galaxy light for the character that travels and planet hops, right? I think that's really smart. It's a really intellectual like pick with the colors. Like it's not directly like blue and white, sure, but the motifs and the themes are all there. I think you've done a brilliant job. I love it. It's so pretty. Oh, what's it connected to here? Imagery. It's really pretty. Thank you. I love it. I'm gonna have to revenge you later. Bear in mind, you're the first to hear about the new rule. One among the first to hear of the new rule of if you get an attack from me that looks like a little silly sketch, no, but there is going to be a happy dance somewhere. Okay, so for this pose, a little bit trickier. And Halo, if you want to try Nomad Sculpt, why not try Nomad Sculpt? I want to make sure her head's the right size, so we're just gonna have a little sneaky beaky. Because it's like, yes, I could mess around doing the base sketches every single time I do it, but just for the sake of a poorly worded definition, to waste all that time is just not worth it. Especially when I can just go, hey guys, it's here, you know? So there is like the other talking points of the day, like ended up in a cult sermon. I don't know how I manage it. How can it... Weird that it happened twice, you know? Oh, and Uzi, hola, hi, welcome. Hello. In my currency, it's really expensive. 799 for 3D software. Oh, wow. You know, I have been seeing some 3D attacks. They are really some really nice ones. Oh, Konshu, hi. Welcome. Hiya. We're doing a zombie dance at the minute. I'm planning the poses. So she's a bit bald and she's missing details and stuff like the cape, but cape. But at the moment, how are you? What's your day been like? Halo, Turkish inflation is crazy. Because didn't you say the other day that it's like 17, the program's like £17, like under 20 quid basically. So yeah, that is an insane price. It's very expensive. It's like I know Blender's free, but I know you've also said you don't want to use Blender, which is why I'm not suggesting it. But at that price, I'm also like, you don't want to give it a go. Strablaze, out of curiosity, what FPS are you animating this at? That isn't decided at the minute currently because at the moment I'm currently still drafting poses. I typically animate on twos, but there is also the element of the FPS. You don't necessarily have to do 24 frames of animation per animation for stuff, particularly cartoons that are very simplistic. It depends on the project. So you don't need to have 24 individual frames to get her to turn like this. It's choice. But I've not exactly got an FPS chosen. 24 FPS is usually the way I work though. So I'd usually go for on twos and 24 FPS. Unless you've already started, then I can probably change it up still because at the minute I'm planning the pose and the movement. But Konsu, if I'm saying your name wrong, please do let me know. I'm sorry. But how are you? How are you doing? Did you stumble across the stream for as an art appreciator or a meme appreciator? Or do you happen to be here from Art Fights? So I know a couple of people have come in from Art Fight and I've had a few followers I think are from Art Fight. Thomas, how old are you that you... Oh. No, because your username's Thomas and it reminded me of a Lego Thomas I saw recently. I'm in my 20s. Where's her other hand? Up there? But I shared that Lego Thomas to the Discord server, or well, Squeaky shared it to the Discord server. The Lego Thomas that someone had built and they wanted like 40, and the shop decided they wanted £40 for it, and it's like, that's a very optimistic price. Especially because, like, it's already optimistic to think that you're going to sell Lego that's pre-built. A lot of people don't go for that. And Uzi, have any of you seen like Joy from Inside Out going crazy or anything? Yes, actually. I've seen so many. I haven't even watched Inside Out 2. I haven't seen it. And then TikTok went, hey, do you want to read this edgy comic about... I mean, okay, I'll be fair. I'll be fair. It is interesting the idea of exploring Inside Out. logic with how the characters and emotions work in your head. And what happens with things like manic joy. Or what's the other one? I don't know. But yeah, things like manic joy. Manic happiness, I think that's the word. I'm saying joy because the character's called Joy. Um, I'm like, it's a very interesting concept, sure, but it is very random that the FYP was like, hey, this, you know, it was just such a random thing. And I hate to admit it, but like, I am a very big fan in the horror genre. I'm a huge fan of infections, pandemics, zombie apocalypses, and apocalypses in general. So, like, a virus apocalypse and a weather based apocalypse are two of my favorite subjects in apocalypse and horror things. So, I'm going to assume that it could be to do with that because the algorithm can be like, oh, you really like zombie horrors and infection horrors. Here you go, Inside Out Infection AU. You're welcome. And it's like, okay, thank you, algorithm. I guess. Wait, Uzi, what kind of like ones have you been seeing? Oh, by the way, other art fight concepts. So everybody that has left their username on art fight for me to enter into the happy dance, because obviously there's a lot of them, I have put together a wheel, a spinning wheel with everyone's usernames, and I've been bookmarking characters too. And the plan is prioritize YouTube chat and revenge as attacks because y'all are like you do something nice for me with the attack, I'm going to be nice back and attack again. And then it also helps narrow it down a bit. And also if someone's actively sat there in chat like, hey, I'm here, do me next, it'd be like, you're alright. It just narrows it down a little bit for me. Um and then after those, if there's no more of them, I'm gonna move on to like free for all random attacks is the plan. Wait, is the arm leg gonna be curving more? Wait, I can't tell if her leg's actually moving or not. Let me see. Is it meant to be moving much? One, two, one, two. I think it can hold similarly in place. I don't think it is moving actually. So I can work on keeping it actually in a similar or same pose as the one before. And Travis, I'm here. Hi Travis, welcome. You missed us discussing the happy dance drama. TikTok don't like when happy. Nisty, bro, I am on the wheel. Oh, am I on the wheel? You don't need to be on the wheel because you're already a highlighted attack. We're gonna get Hater Cat. I am not drawing Hater Cat. Don't worry about that. I love it. It's great. Uzi, I know, right? Like, I tried so hard to find the lore of this so much, and I still can't find any lore. Yeah, it just like, came out of nowhere, right? All of this inside out, like edgy inside out stuff. And then they never include like positive emotion. It's like poor Riley, am I right? It's never, oh, I've made these edgy ones, but I also made a couple of nice new ones. They're always awful. They're always awful. It's like, oh, okay. I read one where it was like, it was just jumping straight into the awful, right, that's happening in Riley's life. And partway through this piece of comic they'd wrote, because I'm curious, okay, I was reading it. It was interesting enough, the theory, because again, the concept of exploring those characters with what about extreme emotions or more like warped emotions, mental health? It can be interesting. What was I going to say? Forgot already. Sad. Real distracted. I blame the haters on TikTok. I was talking to my cousin and they were like, what are you going to do if you end up with them in chat and they start trying to troll in chat? And I was like, if I get trolls coming into chat protesting that they don't like that characters are being drawn doing a silly little happy dance voluntarily too, okay, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, look at this cool trick. A lot. I'll be like, chat, watch this magical thing I'm about to do. Look at their message, and it'll change from whatever the message is to message deleted. It was like, if people come just to be mean, that's what the delete button's for. Ooh, Uzi, I've seen ones like with the song, am I gonna sing that? Do 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 dee la 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 la. What? Damn it! I know the one you mean. It's the car, isn't it? Where at the end they're like la 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 la, and they go manic. It's that, is it? I hate that I know what you mean. Okay, also I'm thinking it's like Joy going to town on the buttons, trying to make Rarely Happy like Bro, huh? I know precisely what you mean there. Oh, and Konsu, I'm no longer Oliver anymore. Oh, oh, you got me. You got me. I can usually tell it's you. I usually just can sense that it's you. Got me on that occasion. You're going incognito mode now. So I'm unsure about this one. Because realistically, it's just the in-between of these two. Nistip, Bowman, Willow, Shit for Real, Awesome. And Travis, me too. The song is Let's Go Creeping. Squeaky, doody, doody, doody. I know that's gur. I know you're gurring my chat, Squeaky Clear. Skeleton no moo kid. Bingle bungle dingle dangle yickety doo yickety da bing bong lippy ha to da. And Uzi, Travis, yes, that one. Oh yes, I remember the thing I was saying. So it was going into the comic, and then halfway through, they just go, "Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, Riley's parents are getting a divorce in this AU." And I was like, "What?" That it was just so out of pocket. Like they were doing a comment, they were trying to create a reason as to why she was sad, and it was just really like, "Oh, I'm sorry you didn't make it on the team" or something like that. And it was like a reason for her to be sad at school, and then they're like, "Oh, also her parents are getting a divorce." Forgot that bit. It's like, oh, O'Reilly again. She's just trying to get through school. But yeah, Astra Blaze, was there a potential, like a particular frame rate you had in mind that was bothering you? I suppose bothering you isn't the right word, but more like, was the one you had in mind. Is she just looking kind of like caked up here as opposed to leaning forward? Actually, it's not really, just curious. And Halo, help me choose an alt outfit for Orion's winter outfit or an alt fashion? Question mark. Sure. What are the choices you have in mind? And Travis, I watched it as a dare in Truth or Dare. Oh, who's he? What? So that's why Riley's sad. I don't know. It could just be the comic I happen to read, where in that particular one, she's sad because the parents are getting a divorce. Okay, so depending, her arms are definitely going to be in this location for her forearms, but the positioning of her upper arms and her everything else is probably going to be changing positions based on which way her head's moving, left or right at the time. We're getting pretty good. Ah, it's a seam line on her trousers that are missing. Uzi, no! Travis, I just buffered. Buffered what? So if I copy this and insert a blank here, so insert a blank keyframe, we'll go and paste in place. So let's work on moving her from the left to the right pose first here. So this is in between one. And her hair would be still moving that way across, I think. We've got the drills that you wouldn't be able to see necessarily. So that's the hair in place. And the hand. So her hand is up, coming down on that side. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a TikTok or a YouTube video at some point being like, guys, you're gonna have to handle how we hand out the gifts in a different way. So what if her hands like kind of open, kind of like this, whilst the arm's being brought down? Before I draw a whole hand, I'm gonna do an ugly sketch one and see how that might look. I think that works. So it's kind of like she's like going to be dropping the hand down, so it's like raised. So it's kind of like flicked down, or should we keep it just furry down so it's like the full drooped hand? Or should we have it floppy? Floppy hand would probably throw backwards a bit more as she's lowering it down. Droopy hand would stay drooped. I suppose it looks a bit too much like she's waving. So another option. Consu, wanna know what I did? Absolutely. Uzi, that's it. I'm gonna drumroll rolls this. Make lore. You're doing lore for something? Travis, why does my internet have to be so shitty today? I'm sorry. Halo, he looks like Natsuri is a chibi. Oh no. Ryan, I'm getting. So if we can kind of make the hand just droopy. I know the fingers are kind of ugly. I'm not doing detail here on Well, I am doing detail, but I'm also not doing detail. I'm working out how I want the hand to look whilst it's moving, so we just kind of need it to look enough. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the pose we're going for that. And then this other hand's being raised upwardly. We need it all the way up there. So regarding vets, Pebble got diagnosed with liar today at the vet. That's fun. So Regeki actually has a few problems, like for example, an ear infection. And when cats have an ear infection, they do certain mannerisms that is a sign they have an ear problem, like wiggling their head, itching their ear. Pebble started doing all that, and I'm like, right, if I come in and say I think Pebble might have caught it off Regeki, they're only going to tell me to bring Pebble in anyway, so I just kind of brought Pebble in. Pebble got diagnosed with liar. There's nothing wrong with him. He got diagnosed essentially with copying and bullying his brother. Okay. And then we're going to want another frame here to come back to this pose. Where it's again pretty much a similar pose, but this time we're going to the other side of her head. Misty, oh cool. I got no cool bandos in my area. I went to an abandoned. Oh, Konsu, I went to an abandoned school, my friend. That is cool. I once went to an abandoned. Well, a few times went to an abandoned mental asylum. That was wild. They had like old paperwork, like stained old paperwork on the floor. We're talking an old mental asylum, and it still had stuff. Because those places, I don't mean a healthcare center. I mean like the stuff where you're like shocked when you find out about the stuff they did, like shock therapy type. It was pretty cool. Probably shouldn't encourage looking through abandoned places and stuff because it can be dangerous, but yeah, that was cool. Be like, oh, don't do this unless you know you're an adult, and yeah, there we go. Master Blaze, liar, a chronic condition, sadly. That's what he got. You liar. Misty, Wind Pebble Bro is seriously 2-bit gangster as a cat. Random Slimer made 14 more attacks so far today. Let's go. I shall not rest. What? That is loads. You're on 125 attacks this year? Jeez. Misty. Everyone that has made attacks of my cat have way too complicated OCs, so I haven't done shit. I mean, that's fair. There is an element of like, you're gonna do what you can do, you know? Okay, this hand's being raised upwardly. I do really like the jewelry you made. It's very pretty. I do love it. So got another hand in the middle. Um, badly posed, badly posed. And this one's going from what, up, down? Oh, this one's coming back down again. Yeah, Pebble was like diagnosed with liar Regeki. Needle warning. Regeki needed to have an injection. You know when they hold, so you get a kitty, you get a cat, and then you've got the neck, right? And then when cats get an injection, they grab the fluff of the neck hair, not to pick them up, but they grab this fluff to kind of bunch up the skin to poke them. That checks out, right? So if we imagine that, the vet with the needle, look away now. If you've got a needle problem, give me like literally a minute. The vet put the needle in, it was supposed to go in here. He went out the other side of that piece. He punctured my cat. And then it just all went on the floor when he like did the injection, like the liquid. And I was like, how and why has it done that? And he's like, oh, this must have happened. Haha, he's got tough skin. And I'm sat here like, you punctured my cat. He deserves to claw you and get, a strike in here. But Rigeki just stood there, behaved, and let him do the third one, which was to actually try and give him the medicine at the time. It really sucks that I can't say to my cats, Misty, bro, your cat got pissing. He did. Astro Blaze, bruh, and Kimball and Uzi. Ooh, I felt that. L bro's cat got impaled. L vet who impaled my cat. Okay. I should have been angrier and more, but I was more concerned with, my cat and making sure he was comforted. The way that I wished I could turn around to both of them and go, I'm sorry, boys, you've earned a trip to the play center and a McDonald's on the way home. But I can't because they're cats. There isn't cat McDonald's. Squeaky bought them some extra special pate for their dinner tonight. So they do get a little treat for their traumatic behavior. But geez, random Slimer, beat that man, bro. That is cat abuse. I know. How do you? I'm sorry, but how do you fuck up that bad? And the way he wasn't even remorseful and he was like laughing it off. There was also a lot of irritants where I'm a woman, so whenever I was talking about my animal and its problems, he kept talking over me as if he knew my cat. I just think he was one of them vets that don't like cats. I should probably actually clarify who that vet was and say, yeah, I don't want my cats to see that man again. Never again, no. But yeah, I kept trying to talk about them. There was a bit, so bear in mind, he just punctured Regeki. Regeki then went and hid behind the computer. Sorry, I'm really fucking up this hand because I'm kind of annoyed for my cat. Um, yeah, so Regeki went and hid behind the computer, and he was like, "Okay, get your okay," and he kept trying to grab it, and he was in the way, and I was like, "Okay, listen, he needs a minute. Leave him alone, Jesus Christ!" And he wouldn't let me at him, and I came over and went, "Let me get him. I am his owner, okay? He's scared of you because you just pissed him." Uzi, I made Ariel and Gacha, yippee! That's definitely a lot more wholesome. Halo, that's cool and all, Misty, but I don't really care that you have an Ushanka. I don't know what one of those are. And Halo, pretty sure you can get fired for that. And Uzi, I think you can. Misty, stupid doctor rolled a D1 for a catastrophic failure. I see what you did there. I don't know. I should probably definitely report it, but in the end, it was more a case of frustration because he was one, ignoring everything I was trying to say about the cat and just like kind of blowing it all off. Two, I don't know. It was just a mess. I diagnosed the situation with I was a woman, and there's no way I'd have been treated like that if Squeaky had have gone with me. But because it was just like, that or, combined with he just didn't seem to care about cats. It's like how he was like, okay, time to leave now. And I'm like, you punctured him. If he needs a minute to be calm and spoken to and calm down while he hides behind your computer, he needs that. because he was trying to hurry me along whilst I was trying to comfort him enough to let him take me out, let me pick him up. And even when I tried to pick him up, so I'm picking up an already hostile cat who is hissing and swiping at everything but me, the person scooping him. So he was so scared. He still wasn't trying to hurt me. Okay, I picked him up. And then this fucking man's hands come clambering over again to try and start handling him. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I want to kick you in the balls. Leave him alone. He is alive. He is a living creature. He is in pain. He is scared. And it is your fault. Back off. And I really wish I'd have said all this. But again, when your cat is there, scared, you kind of have to pick your battles between wanting to put this stupid guy in his place and wanting to make sure your cat's somewhere he isn't going to simply pass out. His heart was going 10 to the dozen. I had my heart was like on my hand was on his chest. I could feel his heart beating. Random Slimer. I made someone's OC into a keychain earlier in another stream, and they attacked my OC so hard. Like, why does Moonlily look so epic now? To be honest, you should report them. You should have kicked their balls. Wish I did. It deserved it. He'd have deserved it. But I think I will be reporting him now that I've come away from it. Calm down. My cat's home safe and calm, you know? Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. We're starting to see this come together a bit more now. Obviously, the timing's wrong. But yeah, he's home now, he's safe, and he's just been sleeping a bunch. I think he's sad. He's very sad. He's wondering why we took him out and made him do all that. And to be honest, fair, he don't understand why we made him do all that. He doesn't understand that in a few days from now, his osteoarthritis is going to feel worlds better. He's not going to think, oh yeah, we went to that horrible place, I got hurt a bunch and scared a bunch, and now I feel better. So maybe they were just giving me medicine. That is not what the cat's going to be thinking, you know? Rhyme Slime, he could do that with other cats too. You need to report because, like, we don't need a cat hater handling our cats. That's true. Halo, why did it give Ryan wings for no reason? Because Slay. I think we still have Artifact open in the background somewhere. Yes. We see your OC's Random Slimer. Cuties! Fred! Fred's just a little guy! Baby! Okay, you've got some really cute OCs though. You've got so many. Moon Lily's cute. And so is Ozzy. I like Ozzy. Do you have a favorite OC? So we're getting somewhere with the animation. So I'm thinking part of this flip will be an extra one. So we'll add an extra keyframe in here. Oh, damn, I forgot the coat. I forgot a coat. I don't think it matters much. I think it's still all rough sketches anyway, isn't it? So for this one, if we essentially my plan, raise the hand a little bit more. Lower the hand a little bit more. I'm just going to move it that way for the sake of the sketch for now. So I want to test what I want to do with the hair, which is make it lower down, so like the gravity affects it. So it's kind of like alternatively, if we keep that, go back to this one and move it here. So it'd be going over lip and then into place. So if I make it like more up here, but no, you're right. We don't need cat haters handling cats. Why are you a vet if you don't like cats? Because the complete lack of empathy was insane. Be like, allowed to make a complaint? Yes. Punctured. Maybe something kind of like this. Oh, yeah, and then it's like whipping around. And then obviously I'll make it like the bouncy curls still. Random Slimer, favorite OC now, I love them all. Hold up, I just found another jewelry stream. Ah, I gotta go check this out, BRB. Have fun, good luck, thanks for stopping by. Clone Shoe, if he can see that the cat is scared, he honestly needs to be fired. He was terrified. And he was yelling at me for essentially not getting it done quick enough. And I'm like, he is a whole living thing. Leave him alone. The fact that I was actively picking him up and he was clawing at everything. Nisty, bro, I think Random Slimer likes jewelry. Possibly, you know. I wonder why. I wonder what gave that away, Nisty. So we've got one big flip of the hair. So I would need another one here. Insert keyframe. We're gonna make them a little bit longer. God, the timing on these frames at the bottom are completely off. They're literally doing nothing. um, wait, so it's wait, no, I'm doing it to the wrong layer, so I don't want it on them. I need it on this one. Oops. Do a blank insert keyframe. Thank you very much. And we're gonna make it flip like the last one did. If I do it on the right layer, that is. So this one's kind of like almost like a letter S shape, so like that. See how that loops? Ooh. Yeah, like she's whipping her hair back and forth. Uzi, I'm at McBaddies. Anyone want anything? Nisty, McBaddies? Uzi, yes, McBaddies. Gucci, what the hell is a McBaddies? Tell us what's on the menu at McBaddies. What do we think, Astra Blaze? Yay or no? There's not McBaddies. Astra Blaze, a better vet. Yep. I'm definitely going to melt, because again, at the time, I'm still kicking myself for not saying more. But I did advocate for it. I did physically stop him grabbing, because Regeki, he has osteoarthritis and his lower half hurts half the time. He don't like being handled there. He'll tolerate us handling him because he knows we're not going to hurt him. The amount of times I was stopping people from just grabbing him, the amount of people that just want to grab him. And it's crazy because Pebble's content being grabbed. Like, Pebble's totally fine. Pebble's like, pillow. Why is it always Regeki they gravitate towards harassing? He's the rescue. He even said at the beginning, right, are any of your cats rescues? And I was like, yes, the first one is a rescue. He was from abuse. He is scared of people. We're talking they burnt him. So he'd know. Tell me what you're going to do before you do it. I will prepare for how he's going to react. People, however, will just get wiggly and that's it. But nah. Astro Village, yay, floppy. Nisty. Lobend canister else? Cran is the Schaus. McDonald's. Lucy, it's like McDonald's. Yeah, I can't spell. Anyway, it's the same food, but it's a baddie. I want to know the toys that come in a baddie meal. Konshu, Konsu, sorry. You should have had him scratch the person doing that, like in the face. I wish. But we have worked well with training him not to try and attack everyone he sees, and generally he does okay. So he's not as quick to just claw people, unfortunately, because that man hecking deserved it. Um, but yeah, I'll call the vet on Monday and ask how they handle complaints. I'm like, oh, a complaint. Oh no, what's a complaint? Pretty fucking solid one, I'm gonna say. So now I'm just planning where her coat's gonna go. And then there was a bit where he was applying medicine to his ears and he got halfway through doing one and went, oh, do you want me to try or should we stop here? Because he's a bit agitated. And I was like, it's going to be better to get it all done in one go while he's upset. Yeah, sure. Then upset him twice by doing it more than once. And then he did it again and he grabbed him dead harshly. And then Regeki swiped, that was the final straw. And then with the smuggest smile, the smuggest, bitchiest, I told you so smile, he went, oh, see, we should have trusted my instincts. I was right. He was so smug. He was pleased that he'd pushed the cat too far and it finally broke and scratched. And he was acting like it was Regeki's fault. And it's like, Jesus Christ, can someone please punch that man? I think someone needs to bounce that guy's face off the pavement. Just saying. Going into a veterinary, if you've got an animal bias, particularly against something you're going to see commonly like a cat and a dog, get a different job. I think it's that logic as well where people that want to cause harm to vulnerable people or animals are going to gravitate to jobs that have access to vulnerable people or animals, like vets and sick animals. Uzi, why didn't you kick him? Because my cat was crying for me and needed my comfort and help. Because my cat was looking at me and crying for help, and I needed to help the cat first rather than take out all of my rage. I had to swallow the female rage and make sure the baby was okay. Wait, should this bounce upward? Uh, he's sleeping now. I hope he at least feels better after the medicine he's ended up having. Ooh, what if this bounces more this way, like a sideways bounce on the coat, and then droops back down before she re-lowers the thing? Nah, it's not working. Maybe I should... Right, I'm gonna add the more dramatic coat cuff on the middle part of the hand. Halo Art Discord now. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. I'm on the way. Astroblaze, it's the same as people who become teachers but hate kids. That's true. Boozy Bro needs jail now. He does. Oh my gosh, Ryan looks so cute. What? Little firefly right with. That's so cute. Little guy. The way you've drawn the antenna on the centipede as well is very sweet. So if on this one we have the droop of the cuff of these like kind of passing frames. Like I know this one's coming down. That one's still going up, but it's a bit more shadowed now. So here it's on a hold frame, so nothing on that one. But yes, stuff on these ones for motion. So here we've got the cuff going up and going down a bit. More of the cuff. Okay, I think that's starting to work a bit better on the cuffs. So if these are drooping, then they go back into place. Just normal. Halo, this is just a silly guy version. Even bullies need their silly alts. Bro is not happy. Good. Little Firefly Ryan deserves to be a little silly guy as a treat. Uzi, I am got joke. Bro needs jail now. Imagine you could just teleport them into straight into jail. Gone. That'd be a very, very worthy skill. You know who else wasn't happy today? Jackie. But he gets a treat dinner. He's got some pate and stuff in, so he at least gets to feel a little bit less mean. And then I can go, take up my rage on the phone later. Wait, where's that going? So there. Love the cuffs. I think that's. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with the coat tails. Well, they're not quite tails, but like, you know what I mean, the underside of the coat. Gato, hello. The design is so silly. Silly Billies are silly Billies. Thank you. I'm currently drafting for the Rotten Zombie dance meme. One of my characters, she's got a mad scientist design for it, and that's what we're currently working with. I've just noticed her boobs kind of grow and shrink a little bit. Gonna have to fix that. We don't need those. Welcome, Gato. Who's a character inspired by? The character is so silly. It's actually Eden. She's one of my own original characters. Oops. I exported that. Didn't need to export that. She's one of my own original characters. This one is just for an animation meme. The animation meme uses these frames up here. So I'm doing my own interpretation of that little zombie dance with her for it, and she's dressed like a mad scientist for it. It's going to be for a collaboration meme that I'm going to put out in October for Halloween. And she will, or hopefully, be able to make an appearance in the pilot animation I'm working on. But yeah, this character's called Eden. Oops. And my music stopped. Wonderful. Just what I needed. Well, how are you? Are you an animation fan or an animator yourself, potentially? Misty, Alligato. Kitty cat. So the coat. I'm just working with the onion skins here, so it's a bit messy. Just trying to work out what everything is. And Gato. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. Uzi, welcome to Hairflip. Yeah, I like that her hair's flipping side to side. Because it makes it a little bit more jolt-like. So it's a little bit more snappy. And Gato, is it like the Garden of Eden? Technically, yes. She was actually named okay, at the time after one of my mutuals because I had her, I loved her, I made loads of art of her, but I didn't have a name for her. So her design was lovely, and I just didn't have a name for her yet. I was struggling to think of a name that suited her. And then this person, this mutual, was loved her character design and even wanted to try and put together a cosplay for it. And I was like, damn it, I could just like name her after you at this point. And she was like, do it. So then we did because she was called Eden. And so then she got called Eden. But the person was named Eden after the Garden of Eden. So technically, she's named after the Garden of Eden via proxy, being named after one of my mutuals who was a huge fan of her at the time. So fun OC lore there on how she got her name. But ironically, she's actually no, she did have a name. I did name her, I just didn't like the name. So she's one of the first OCs I ever made. I made her as a small child a while ago. I think I even have the original image. I just don't remember the year that was on it. I made it as like a young kid, like I don't even think I was in necessarily high school, or may if I had, I'd be around 11 or 12, just in high school. And her original name was something like Amelia, and I just didn't think it suited her. So for ages, I was just like, I need to think of a new name that actually suits her because I don't like this one. And yeah, ended up named after one of my mutuals who was a fan of her design. Gato, I want to make cosplays of a character. OC cosplays are fun. OCs like your own OCs or OCs like other people's? You might end up with a character named after you. I've always wanted to try cosplay, but I've always been too shy for it personally. I do think they are very cool. Coat isn't really doing anything in particular. It's just staying in a pose that doesn't cover up her body too much so that we don't lose the dance. Not liking that. This will be super smooth once it's got a bunch of in-betweens in, but as it stands, she's still very bald. So please take this with a pinch of salt for now. Hmm. So we need this to be closer to where it was in the beginning. Anyway, Gato, does that mean you're a cosplayer? And have you done any cosplays yet already? What sort of stuff do you cosplay? Like, I knew somebody that basically exclusively cosplayed Hatsune Miku, but she was damn good Hatsune Miku. And Halo, bold, bold, bold. My eyes. Very much bold, very much so. Nisty, like they hunger and bone scurry. You okay? Halo, do I give Ryan a scarf or a bandana? Oh, that's interesting. Where's it going? Like on the neck? A scarf could give some extra. I don't know, because they've already got the tail that breaks up the silhouette. Bandana might look good. Nisty. Jcrow, are my monsters considered OCs? Like the ones in Discord? Yeah, they could be. You can consider them OCs. Original characters are like you can just draw a one-off drawing if you want to, but it's still original. Do you know what I mean? Like if I wanted to draw a cute spaceman, that could just be, oh yeah, it's just an illustration I did of a spaceman. But at the same time, I can make that an OC, give it a name, give it a character, give it a backstory. Why is it a spaceman? And then it becomes like a character. And even if you don't give it all that, if you keep drawing them, they're still your OC. You're still like keeping at them, and it's like your original character. But then you've got the branch of original character, like I say, where like you're giving it personality and character in that respect. So they'd still be your original work, and I'd say they're still your original characters, they're your character designs. And if you wanted to explore them as an OC that has more lore and logic around them, then by all means do it. But at the same time, they don't have to be. They can just be one-off drawings if that's what you're enjoying doing. And Halo, neck. You okay? Gato, I've done a few cosplays, mainly if I could afford it. I've cosplayed Scout, Spamton, and Dr. Flug. I know all those characters. Good choices, good choices. Nisty, oh, well then they're pretty much OCs because, they got names and lore and like how they're being formed from a literal corpse, pulp, and bone. Beautiful! Delicious! Gato, I like to cosplay my OC Candy one day. She's so silly. What does what does Candy look like? I did animate a character called Candy, someone's OC. If you're that creator. Halo, I just realized it. Oh my god. What did you just realize? I could put an extra one here, probably. This is already much better, I think, than my other one. The other one was literally spontaneous, and I'm just going to do this to kind of fiddle with the idea. This is much. You can definitely tell the difference between the approaches. Try that. Yes, it's becoming. Her hair's slowly getting fluttery and flutterier. Oops, wrong button. I want to insert frame. I need that to be longer, please. Thank you. Get rid of those and these will be the swirls. There we go. Her hair's getting a little bit. We're getting the slight stall that it needs. I like the planned movement on the sleeves to bounce up and down a bit. And we've got like some nice fluttering motion going on the hair. So at this point, I'd be more comfortable to start working on actual layered line art and then add more in-betweens here. So I think we've got all the keyframes we need, definitely. Um, Gacto, I am that creator. I'd love to cosplay as her. Yes, I'd love to see a cosplay of her. Would you put like jingles, like jingle bells all over her? Because she's a jester. I think you should definitely give her jingles. I think that is a very, very good element of jesters is when they rattle when they walk. Are you gonna learn to walk on a tightrope in heels? What's the commitment? So this is Gato in chat is the owner of Candy, the green and red jester I animated for my first attack on the Happy Dancers on I think 2 streams ago. Oh, by the way, Gato, there's people have been people have been getting humpy and mad about the Happy Dance, believe it or not. Happiness in my TikTok? Absolutely not. See, I'm Konsu back. Hi, welcome back. We've gotten quite a lot of this done, I think. This is doing pretty well. And Halo, I just released it, realized it, the message. Ryan looks so unhappy, I'm giggling. Boozy, I know it's a long time, but who do you guys want to be for Halloween? I don't know if I spelled that right. Gato, I should probably save up money for the comfy fabrics and then get the equipment for a hammer. She has a hammer too? Halo, time for color. You're making good progress. Well done. I think who would I want to be for Halloween is a good question. Can we cosplay our OCs? Can we be anything? Because no C cosplay is pretty like Eden has some pretty outfits. Ideal, do you know what my ideal cosplay would be? Like, you know them Pikachu mascots? They got a really big head. You might recognize the vague shape of this as I'm going. Um, I would want one of those of Colby, if I'm honest. A low key dream. Get to the point where I can buy a massive, silly mascot suit of Colby. Like the Pikachu ones, like the Nintendo ones. Not like fursuit. No disrespect, but not like fursuit. Like the mascots, the silly, big, silly mascots. Those like the Pikachu's. Massive bobblehead, the works. If I could have any cosplay, I'm sorry, but my dream cosplay is disappointing. It would be a big, goofy costume like that. And the best bit is I know full well that my cousin would 100% be down to not only support this, but if I got a jack or something to go with it, to join in. Colby's one of my OCs for context. Konsu, Jcrow, can I give you a song request? Absolutely. And Gato, they have? Question mark. Give me a minute. Huh? And Nisty, I was gonna dress up as Walter White last Halloween, but instead I stayed home on my phone. Trick or treating is not a thing in my country. Aw, it is fun. Like, obviously, if it's not really a thing, it's going to be difficult to participate. I understand that. Well, I do think trick or treating's fun. I'm kind of oversizing the glasses extra I like the large, oversized glasses is my issue. I can make them smaller. Kind of more like this. I should probably get some smaller line art, actually. Bit more like that. So she'd kind of look closer to that with it. Oh, hmm. The smaller ones are working, I guess. Gato, I'm back. Oh my god. What's up, Gato? What's the matter? I know what you're all thinking. Could get this circle done a lot easier with the shape and pen tool. I have beef with it. No. The end. Just nah. What colours have we got over here, by the way, for the swirl? Actually, I've had a thought. I've had a thought because the glasses aren't going to change much. They're just going to rotate across the face. We can potentially go about it this way and copy and paste the glasses on the different frames because the glasses aren't moving, you know? So why mess around like that? Kind of like this. I'm just putting together a lens real quick, like an idea. But if it works out well enough, I'll keep it. I won't complain. We want a swirl. Uzi, what if your mom and dad told you not to take candy from random people? What's Halloween? Halloween is where you break the rules and take candy from random people. And Gato Candy is inspired by Auntie Amy Rose, Beppy the Clown, Jevil, and Nias. It's cool. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the swirl and I goofed it still. I think the only thing that inspired Eden was just I want to make a mime design, and then I did. So there isn't really much of interest to talk on that front. It was just I made a mime. And then several years later, I redesigned the mime because the original design was kind of naff. She was cute, but definitely not as cute as she is now. Okay, I think the swirls are supposed to be opposite swirls. Yes, both curling into the center. But I do want her eyelashes kind of like sticking out. And Uzi, oh, I've read that one. Halo, I kind of want to make a bandana and the scarf become one, but I think the silhouette would be kind of too big. That is definitely an element you're gonna need to keep in mind. Where it's like if you put too many things on, it might make your character hard to look at in the sense of like how to tell apart different pieces and all that, and that can be a problem, especially when you've worked so hard on it. But it's totally up to you. Okay. So we've got her glasses. Just glasses. The glasses are definitely going to hold shape and front face the front. So it, like I say, it just occurred to me that I'm like, I should probably just make the glasses as an element and just move it across. You're getting dressed, starting with your face, Eden. Starting with your face. But yeah, this is essentially, in a way, this is technically Eden's Halloween costume for the year. Because this is going to be released on Halloween. Well, it's due to be released the first week of October for Halloween, and at latest Halloween. Oh, her hands don't move much there, actually. Oh, yeah. So her hands don't actually move much on these frames. So that's a whole pose. That's a whole pose. That's a whole pose. But then this is held over then an arm and hair change. And then isn't this the same as this pose most for a majority of the majority of this is just this pose again? Minus again the arms and hair, I think. So that can just be continued. Nisty. Hello, guys. Hi, Nisty. Hello, I'm just going to give the second part on tennis. Gato, the amazing digital circus designs for Candy shows the Knights element a lot more. Okay, and Konsu, scroll up in chat. Jcrow. I see where you wrote Binomi. I don't know what Binomi is. And Jcrow, can I give you a strong request? Oh, is Binomi the song request? Sorry. I'll put it on now. Ooh, is this Materu by any chance? Yes. The full song is by Materu. Love this one. It's very catchy. It starts off by sounding like it's singing, like it sounds like it's saying Figaro at the beginning. Good taste, good taste. Mystery. I don't even have a Halloween costume. I dress like freaky every day. Then you have to dress like a normie on Halloween. Normie Nisty? Question mark? Or do you have to dress like hyper normie? Like dress like you're trying to recruit into your cult or something? I don't know. That would be freaky down. Dress like too normal, like so normal that everyone's like, "There's gotta be something. No, something's not right with him. There's gotta be something off. Seems way too normal." And Kato Konsu recommended Binomi by Materu. It's playing. I do like the song. I have heard it before. I do listen to this one. It's very catchy. And Astroblaze, I've been editing the timing on Rika during the streams. Nice. Gato, she looks like an OC I could cosplay. Watch it out, I'm gonna cosplay Eden. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you would slay. I want to hype you up, but I also need to be like, oh no, you don't have to. I have to be humble, but also at the same time, I'm like, do it. Do it, it'd be so cool. I'd love to see how you'd handle it. I'd love to see how you'd go about making the cosplay. It'd be so interesting. Cause like, oh no, my screen. The monitor moved. Ooh, if you did simply just cry and be like, wow. Oh, there we go, actually. If Gato cosplays Eden, then we can get Nisty to be Poppy, because Poppy's like a tall, edgy plant guy. So you'd get the Loki spooky vibes, because he's a little bit spooky, but Nisty, you would have a giant flower on your head. You'd have like essentially a giant flower crown. Because he's kind of like a shadowy silhouetted creature. But I like the idea of having just because he's a plant, he's essentially like a plant creature or a plant demon. And he gets big, massive flower crown of poppies. Sometimes they grow differently. Sometimes he gets just one massive poppy on his head, and sometimes he gets more than others. But these tend to be flowers if I just side quest really quick. And then he has really long leaves that grow down the back like this. But he is tall, and he travels with Eden. And he's a little bit creepy, a little bit spooky. So there, you get to be a little bit spooky. Nisty, bro, giant flower crown is punk AF. You could even use like I'm pretty sure one of them was at one point it has bloomed into the corpse flower. It's known as the corpse flower because of how it smells. So sometimes it could be something nice like poppies, but one time he just got like one of them big, and they're like Raphaelza flowers or something. I might be saying it wrong. It's been a while. Whee! Big swirl of the coat there. And then I will join you in a big silly mascot costume of Colby. And I'll ruin the vibe myself. You're welcome. See, like, I think again, not like a furry cosplay, more like Duolingo. More like Nintendo Pikachus and Eevees. That. Gato, I've dyed hair. I could do black and white hair split. I would slay. I mean, it look really cool. Do it. And then we need to just braid it or put it into big twin tails and get you a moon and star clip, and then you're all set. Gosh, my hair used to be super long, right? And then I had to cut it. But it was really, really, really long, and I was always like, I want to dye my hair pretty colors, but there was no way I could afford enough bleach and dye to change the hair color of hair that's long enough to sit on. How expensive would that be? Can you imagine? I'd need like several boxes. Like, nah. My money can go on something else. I can't afford that. Uzi, I gotta go. Bye. Bye bye. And Misty, Gato, me too. The Crow play Parasites by Entombed. Okie dokie. Eden's getting quite a lot of process here. At the minute, like that, it kind of implies like she's got a really curvy spine. What is that? And I do like Bonomi, by the way. Konsu. We see Parasite. Got it. Oh no, a YouTube ad. That's not very punk rock of you. Get out of here, YouTube ad. Sorry. You are not immune to propaganda. Nisty easy. He's got that scoliosis. Yes, precisely. Scoliosis. Has she got gloves? Yeah, she's got gloves, but they're just like latex gloves. Because again, this is Mad Scientist for Halloween. More good song recommendations. Always deliver, Nisty. To be fair, So does Konsu. Make a combo playlist. Nisty, when all you have's a hammer, all you see is nails? You're a poet now? Poet Nisty. One of your many talents. You should write that on a patch. Just write that on a t-shirt. When all you have is a hammer, all you see is nails, and right now I'm looking at you. Just front with people, use it to front. Nisty, I've made a poem about ganja though. What's ganja? Gatto. I'm suspicious because it's you, Nisty. What's ganja? Gatto. My hair used to reach my hips, then I cut it and I grew it out, and I want to cut it again. If you want to cut it, then cut it. What's stopping you? Oops, I just dropped chat. Sorry guys, dropped you. Song ended, sad. Earn, ad, cringe. How are you looking, Eden? A little bit less scoliosis. That's great. Congrats. Sorry. With those curls. Nisty. That's a song lyric. Ah. And Halo. Oh my god, I forgot his tie. Nisty, I have a poem about ganja. My house reached my hips, used to cut it. Nisty, most of my length my has been. Oh, the most long length my hair has been is like my shoulders. Also, ganja is weed. Okay. You made a poem about your weed? Beautiful. Gato, I wrapped up my kanji carnation plush in fabric with a pineapple pot on it. I'm gonna Google it so I know what the plushie looks like. I'm curious. Oh, is it Cuphead? Look at cute. Wait, you have a plushie of him? Nisty, if you want to do another song suggestion, Shiny Happy People by Rem. Okay. It just finished and moved on to City Pop. Oh, wait, Shiny Happy? Shiny Happy People? Oh no, don't let TikTok find out. They'll send you death threats. How dare you do something happy? Not loud, no happy. Reference to earlier in the stream there. Happy where we only want sad. Um, so like you have your little carnation wrapped in pineapple. That sounds really cute. And Gato, what's stopping me? Money and my dad. Misty, if you want to do another song suggestion, I've got it. I know this one. I've already heard of this one. Oh, no, you definitely won't have anybody laughing and happy on TikTok. It's banned, not allowed. Sorry. Halo, hold on, wrong. Misty, TikTok is such a cesspool. I know, right? I think my software crashed. Or it crashed quite bigly, actually. I might have to get the task manager. Do I have to call the manager on you, Adobe? I will. I'm calling the manager, Adobe. You better pack it in. I'm gonna Karen on you. Task manager, ding ding ding. Manager, ding ding ding. Oh, was that movement? Oh, oh, it worked. So I didn't call the manager on it. It worked. Which layer are we on, Adobe? You good? You good, Adobe? If you keep up with these misbehaviors, Adobe Animate, then you're not getting a McDonald's. We'll get McDonald's for everyone in chat again, but not you. Just again, references to other streams. Sorry, I'm being silly. Nisty, Rem is pretty hardcore. Are you sure you can handle it? It's true. They are very shiny happy, and that's kind of like, uh, a smile. Ugh. It feels like a road trip vibe version. Like it's got road trip vibes. Like if Two Door Cinema Club wanted to make a road trip anthem. Random Slimer back. Okay, so the secret to jewelry streaming is webcam and a computer. So my parents are getting me a webcam. Let's go. First jewelry stream ever in 4 days. Wait, really? That's cool. Yeah, a webcam's probably going to help with a jewelry stream. I can see the cause and effect there. Nice job on getting a webcam. Assets secured. I'm sorry, Nisty. It's kind of funny because I keep thinking every time they're like shiny, happy people laughing, I'm like, but not on TikTok though, because it's banned. It's against the rules to be happy on TikTok. No, no smiles here. Get out. Get out here. Context for anybody, not anyone in chat is I was animating happy dances of people's OCs, and people got mad about it. You know, rather than saying stuff like, "Can you animate mine?" and I'd have gone, "Cool, I'll add you to the spinning wheel." They were like, "No, I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna send angry DMs and be angry and entitled about it instead." And it's like, is there nothing better for you to do with your time right now? Nisty, Random Slimer, you make jewelry, and Random Slimer, yep, almost all my attacks are jewelry attacks, actually. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very unique. I like it. Don't let TikTok know. They'll get you. I'm kidding. I should probably stop saying that, but it's kind of funny for me. My coping mechanism is TikTok will get you. Okay, she's looking pretty cute, actually. This is taking a while, but she's looking good. I'm gonna have a drink, though. So I'm just gonna leave you with Eden for a moment there. Misty, people who make arts and crafts rise up for real. I love me some arts and crafts. I like clay. I like sculpting and clay, but I've got nowhere to like put stuff I make. But I really, 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 really want to make like figures and get good at figure making. Damn, that was refreshing. Gato, I've had a lot of attacks towards people with very shape-based art styles. Okay. What do you mean by shape-based art style? Do you mean the characters that are literally shapes, where they kind of... There's a bunch of OCs that are like objects, and they usually have a face like this. I think they're from a show, like Battle for Dream Island. And usually it'd be a thing like this could maybe be a CD, and then this character's name would be something like CD or CD case, hypothetically. Like, for all I know, that could literally straight up be a character. That's how that works. Do you mean them? Well, they're shape-based, or do you mean, like, stylistically, like, their art style's very angular? No hate, just asking. Gato, I think Twisted Doctor slash Sleepy King, and Nisty, oh, I thought with clay too. I've made a couple of ceramic pots with wild clay. I've always wanted to use wild clay. I went to a beach, there's a beach in the UK that has loads of just clay laying around on the surface of the sand, and every time I'm like, oh, I wish I brought a bucket. I hate pollution. I hate how the environment gets destroyed and how capitalism contributes to that and all that. So the concept of purchase clay, when you could like take some from the beach, process that, and sculpt something out of that, it just feels a lot more in tune with nature and just nicer to me. I always look at it like, damn, I want to like play with the clay. Gato, think Twisted Doctor's Sleeping King. Twisted Doctor style. I don't know. Jcrow, just stuff clay in your pockets. If I'm at the beach, I've probably not got pockets. Probably just got a cute swimsuit. And maybe like, oh, people call them different things. I think I've heard people call it like a sarong. You know, where you've got like legs, you got body, and like you can wear a bathing suit, sure. But the thing where you tie it and you get like a cute kind of sheer fabric like that. Sometimes I wear stuff like that on the beach, depending. And I don't want to put clay on it. My plight. My plight is want dress pretty. Oh no, need carry stuff. Astro Blaze, damn, I have not seen any of Sleepy King stuff in a while. I need to look it up because I don't actually, I'm not sure what you mean. Hi Dinah. Hmm. Sleepy King? Bro, I googled Sleepy King and it gave me Nightall. Gato, okay, song recommendation, Obsession by Okay Go. Okie dokie. I'm on the way. Obsession by Okay Go. Ooh, we've got like a colourful thing in the background. Oh no, an advert. Free. I'm not paying YouTube. Sorry. It's like you don't want an ad or just buy the YouTube music. No, don't wanna. Astro Blaze, their style is very geometric. I'll look into it a bit more later because I imagine it's probably not Nightall, and that probably is not what was supposed to come up for that. I like the in the UK economy. But yeah, in UK economy, you absolutely need to go diving at the beach for your own clay. So we've got quite a lot of Eden done today for this. We've marked out the animation itself has been drafted, and now we're making a good move on the actual animation. Her.tm. We need to get the hair drills on this outfit on this page, but oh, she's looking cute. She's doing pretty well. There's like a little curl at the back of her neck, but I'm worried it's going to clutter up the silhouette if I work on that. There was the lines on the jacket, but I need to make sure to do them in a different line art color so I can change it later to lineless. Hmm. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I don't like that one, so we're redoing that one. That's a lot better, thank you. So she needs the rest of her curl. But I think it's pretty cute. I think she's pretty cute, and we've got a lot of the animation ready here. Minus some extra in-betweens at some point to, make it smoother. Nisty, Jcrow, get an ad blocker. Get you block. I haven't seen YouTube ad in years. Maybe I will. I'm gonna Google it. Well, I didn't Google it, apparently. I Microsoft it or some shit. I don't know. What? You block Origin? Nisty, if I get like 12 viruses because of this, I'm blaming you. Just saying. Just saying. But thank you, though. Also, thank you for the likes on the video, everyone. Likes are super appreciated. And I also want to say, I've gotten like 10 subscribers in the past week, and I didn't get a notification from any of them. But shout out and appreciation to y'all if you're listening to this right now. I appreciate it. Nisty, bro, get real. I don't know if it works on Chrome, but it works on Firefox, and Firefox is superior. Valid. I don't have Chrome. Should I level with you? I have DuckDuckGo. I have the cute duck one. The ducks. Um, Halo half-colored Ryan on Discord. Let's take a peek. What? No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Woher ist? Where? Oh, that little firefly one is so cute though. Love it. So, we have hit 10. And Gato, I use Opera. Oh, is that another ad blocker site? I'm gonna look into it. Thank you, both of you, Gato and Nisty. So, thank you all for stopping by on the stream. Thank you for stopping by as well, Gato. It was really nice to see you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And we want to see those Candy and Eden cosplays. Both of them. Oh, actually, those might be kind of cute together. Could see those being friends. A jester and a mime. Come on. That's cute. Um, but yes, thank you all for joining the stream today. Halo, I will check the Discord as ASAP. I appreciate everyone that's shown up, including the people that's been lurking as well. Thank you there, and thank you for those listening in the VOD. Shout out to Halo. I believe you got first today, didn't you? Nisty and Gatto, Astro Blaze, Random Slimer. I love to have seen you again. Really appreciate you coming back, and I really appreciate the bracelet, the keyring. Sorry, the jewelry you were making. I love that. That is so pretty. Wish I could like rock it and be like, yes, guys, look at this, slay. But thank you all for joining the chat, Uzi, and oh, what's your new username? Konsu? Konsu is a new username. Thank you all for joining the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Travis and Uzi, who were in earlier as well. And I believe we saw Thomas. Yeah, Thomas, because of Thomas the Tank Engine, who spawned, asked how old I was, and left. That was wild, I guess. Squeaky Clean, you've been here from the beginning, and Skelly Nomu Kid, I think, was here right at the beginning too, right? Well, thank you all for joining. The stream schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. And although technically people are coming at me with their threats for doing art fight for art fight, Happy Dance Art Fight. I'm thinking of doing this month, going to be doing that the Happy Dancers anyway. I'm going to keep them coming. I just will have to find a different way to share them. Maybe through Discord for people old enough to use Discord. But we'll still be animating some Happy Dancers. I'm not going to let the haters stop me, because at the end of the day, it's a bit of joy, and we all want a bit of that, especially with how this year's turned out for some people. But thank you all for joining. Oh, Squeaky Clean, we're one sub off the horror stream. Damn. So at 150, gonna play a horror game with a heart rate monitor, like BPM, and see how well that goes. Probably terribly. So depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and have a great day or sweet dreams. Bye bye.